It's the American Flag Football League semifinal action tonight, coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia. The amateurs squaring off first, and then the pros coming up in the second end of our doubleheader. High-flying action from Atlanta, Georgia. The American Flag Football League features amateurs and pros. How about Jeremy Ross? 2 long touchdown catches. Michael Vick squad, the Roadrunners, beaten by Ocho Cinco, 25-13. Then in the amateur division, Fighting Cancer out of New Orleans. They've lost 1 game in their last 5 years. 28 unanswered points, taking down Ricky Dobbs in prime time. They await the winner of tonight's semifinal showdown. Here in American Flag Football League action, take a picture, watch the action. It's fast and furious. In our pro matchup tonight, Team Holdat, led by former NBA slam dunk champ Nate Robinson, taking on Godspeed, a team loaded with a lot of talent. In our first matchup, Code Red taking on the Money Team in one semifinal action matchup. It's the American Flag Football League on NFL Network, the pregame show presented by LG. Hello again, everyone. So glad you could join us. Bob Papa with Dan Orlovsky, 12 years as a quarterback in the National Football League. And Dan, you know, when you take a look at these two football teams, a lot is at stake. And the Money Team, well, this is a team that certainly brings a lot of swagger to the table, don't they?
Absolutely. The Money Team is very much so their team name. And not all that different than the guy that we know made that Money Team name famous and legendary boxer Floyd Mayweather. Whether it's their gold chains, their social media posts, or just their flat out on the field arrogance, the goal of this team is to intimidate you from the moment they step into the stadium. And it's led by the brothers, their lockdown corners, the Webb brothers. Anthony Playmaker Webb is the AFFL's version of Deion Primetime Sanders, who watched and tweeted about their game last week. And then little brother, Brandell Webb, the Cookie Monster, didn't play so little last week with 3 really big interceptions. We saw him all over the field, whether it was tip picks, you see the bravado and the arrogance that they talk about, tipped interceptions, squatting on routes all over the field. They're gonna have to allow their walk to match their talk if they want to get to the title game.
Yeah, and they're from the Dallas region, and they beat teams by 20 points per game, and they carry that swagger out onto the football field. Then on the other side, you have Code Red. They hail from Connecticut, New Jersey. They're specialists in the 9-on-9 game, which is a little bit more physical than the 7-on-7 game. And when you watch them play, don't let the dysfunction that you see fool you.
If you watched last week's game and didn't see a score, you would have thought, well, that Code Red team lost. In the midst of that dysfunction and barking at each other and whatnot, in typical New York fashion, whether they were in your face or in each other's face, they found a way to get it done. Although their team is made up mainly of guys from New York and Connecticut, their best player is from a rival city in Philadelphia, and that's Philly cop Drew Peterson. Huge game last week, 67 yards, receiving 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He told us, I'm not going to be the guy that's on the field super loud, but I promise you this, every single play, whether it's on offense or defense, he'll have a huge impact on the outcome of this football game. Yeah, such a versatile player. He can catch it, he can defend it, he can throw it, and as you mentioned, he's a police officer in the city of brotherly love. You know, his squad is rooting him on. When we come back, we'll hear from him with Kay Adams on American Flag Football League action. American Flag Football League here on NFL Network, presented by LG. We're getting set for Code Red taking on the Money Team as we send it down to Kay Adams.
All right, I'm here with the quarterback of Code Red, Drew Peterson. Drew, I watched a movie last night. What did you do?
I was working, patrolling the wonderful streets of Philadelphia until 3 a.m.
Until 3 a.m., and then what? What happened until now?
Took a little nap, and then woke up, got on a flight to come here, and came straight to the field.
That's unbelievable. What I know about you is that you're humble, you're driven, you're very competitive, but quietly. I need to know what makes you tick. What makes you want to make that trip?
Competition. Competition's everything. I'm here to be competitive, so here we are.
You are an officer in the Philadelphia Police Department. If you guys keep winning, what happens when you pull somebody over and they ask you for your autograph?
Well, hopefully I don't have to pull anybody over. So we'll just win and keep taking care of that.
Humble as always. Code Red, let's go.
Drew Peterson with very soft-spoken when it comes to words. And how about Nate Robinson, who we're going to see coming up in our big matchup later on Instagram. Philly in the building with behind-the-back pass of 40 yards, showing the athleticism of Drew Peterson and all the things that he can do. And he really is a multifaceted weapon, Dan. Somebody that really can do so many different things, whether it's throwing it, running it, lateraling it, and playing defense. He made one of the biggest defensive plays in their win last week when he chased down what should have been an automatic touchdown, pulled the flag at the 5, and the opponent couldn't get the ball in from the 5-yard line, which really swung things in their favor.
Huge play, allowed it to get that huge red zone stop. He's probably one of those guys that, as a kid, was good at every single sport. You know, watching that Instagram video reminds me, didn't we see Baker Mayfield do something like that right before the college football title game or semifinals? As we're looking at Romance Taylor, another huge talent. Those would be the two guys to pay attention to. Drew Peterson for Code Red, Romance Taylor, an ultra-talented guy for the money team.
Romance Taylor, who obviously started at the University of Texas, part of the 2005 NCAA National Championship team. Never worked out for him in the pro game, played in the CFL with Edmonton and Winnipeg, but loaded with talent and just a force in flag football. Anthony Pomo ran track at UConn, a New Jersey native, back to receive the throw-off as Code Red in their red, the money team in their black. Drew Terry, another one of the return men from Camden County Community College, and Romance Taylor will handle the throw-off. There is no kickoffs, there's no punting in the American Flag Football League. Terry's going to get the return.
You got one? You got one.
And they get the flag out at about the 21-yard line. Let's take a look at the rules in American Flag Football League. 7-on-7, 12-player rosters, 2 30-minute halves, running clock until the final 2 minutes of the game. Field divided into 4 25-yard boxes with the first down awarded when the offenses reach the next box. There's no blocking, kicking, or fumbles in the American Flag Football League. The quarterback for Code Red, Mike DeMartelier, who's got a very interesting way of handling his teammates.
He was a hothead last week, but in his defense, he was 20 of 26, really efficient with the football.
Got Peterson in the backfield with him. Now Peterson will go in motion. See the go clock. You have 4 seconds to release the football, and right away, a quick completion going to Darnell Jenkins. So there's the go clock. After 2 seconds, the defense can put pressure on the quarterback. If the pass is not thrown in 4 seconds, the whistle blows the play dead, and it's a wasted down.
Just run.
Peterson. The flag gets pulled nicely by Will Cole of the money team.
Very early on, Code Red kind of telling us what they want to be tonight, knowing the money team is going to play man-to-man against us. They come out first, play motion. Peterson out of the backfield, get a matchup, then they bring him from outside back in, hand it off to him. He's their X factor, and they know they have to use him to their advantage.
Olive Garden 6, Olive Garden 6. Set. All right, here we go. Where's the play clock? Where? All right. You got time. Hey, close. Cut it down, Drew. Cut it down, chicken. Cut it down, chicken. All right, here we go. Let's go.
Here comes the blitz. You get 5 for half. They throw it hot, and they had Darnell Jenkins.
Defense blitzed on the play. That's their first of the half. They'll have 4 remaining. 4th down to the 50-yard line.
Mikey D did a good job of communicating before the snap what he wanted, but then the blitz comes, and him and his receiver, Darnell Jenkins, not on the same page. That'll be something to pay attention to moving forward. Does the money team have a beat on the Code Red offense?
So there's 4th and 4. If the ball is on your side of the field, you can throw it off, meaning a punt. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 4, which is common in the American Flag Football League. Here comes the blitz again. DeMar DeLear gets rid of it and now lobs it, and he misses his open receiver. He had Sean Rogers with a step.
Defense blitzed on the play. That was their second.
DeMar DeLear, who by his own admission is probably the worst athlete on the field, that's what he told us last week, actually avoids the flagpole here.
Yeah, does a nice job. He actually said, I might be the slowest guy in the tournament, avoiding the sack well. Not an accurate enough throw down the field to Sean Rogers, and a really interesting decision right there by Code Red, because now the money team is in striking zone.
Any touchdown scored 50 yards and in is worth 6 points. Anything over 50 yards is a 7-point touchdown. The quarterback is Deir Fresh Franklin. Played in the AFL, 15 years of flag experience. Franklin's got a guy open down the left side and completes it. Easy pitch and catch to Christopher Showtime Clariette. Gain of 33.
Just some miscommunication on the left side. Linares kind of squats at the cornerback position. Fresh sees it, gets the ball put over the top. Looks like he got both feet down for a nice completion, and the money team off to a very hot start.
Foot left, the right foot stepped out there. So they spot the ball at the 13-yard line. First and goal for the money team.
Hey, second play of the game.
They run the fade, flag on the play.
It's too easy, bro. You hold it.
Alfred McDonald is the jump ball threat.
Yeah, right. Now you grab onto the jersey. Mismatch.
Makes a lot of sense. The money team fresh is at the line of scrimmage, realizes, okay, I just want to throw this fade out to McDonald, gave him a chance. The defense in a bad position. They don't match up against McDonald enough to play man-to-man.
Spot foul, first and goal.
Illegal contact and pass interference are really the only fouls in the American Flag Football League where yardage is awarded. False starts, offsides, illegal procedures just means the loss of a down if you're on offense. You don't replay the down.
And let's keep our eyes on the inside here at Romance Taylor.
First and goal at the 10. Franklin's pass through the hands of Taylor, incomplete.
Deir Fresh Franklin had said pregame, I'm going to put Romance on the inside a little bit, let him get some favorable matchups. That ball just came out a little hot. But you hear the Code Red team talking about, hey, someone's got to cover that corner in the back of the end zone. Let's see if Fresh and the money team offense get back to it.
So they ran it out. Nah, we use the same ball the whole time. No, I took that. This is the AFFL, not the NFL.
Watch slant.
Second and goal.
Oh!
Good play, baby.
Good defense there as Terrell Wright knocked away the potential touchdown pass to McDonald.
Let's go.
Beautiful job. The corner, he's playing in a kind of cover two technique, and he's able to just trail in the back hip of McDonald and get that inside hand to bat it away. Really well done.
Do it again.
Terrell Wright has played semi-pro ball with the Connecticut Bearcats. He's a certified National Academy Sports Medicine license holder.
There you go. And he played that good against McDonald. He's going to want to stay in between Fresh, the quarterback, and McDonald because of the height advantage.
They run the blitz. Franklin gets away from it but can't get an accurate pass off.
Defense blitzed on the play. That was
Dazon Wilson, all 5'4" of them, is kind of their blitz expert.
Yeah, he had 5 sacks last week and 8 flagpoles. He's able to close space quick enough and then has that quick twitch to grab onto that flag well.
Yes. Hey,
Can Code Red now get the stop and return the favor? It's 4th and goal at the 9 for the money team.
My bad.
Franklin takes the snap, and that pass knocked away beautifully by Christopher Linares.
Defense puts down the play. That was their second of the half. They'll have 3 remaining. We have a turnover on downs. First down at 25.
So how about the phys ed teacher from New Britain, Connecticut with a nice pass defense?
We saw him in a very similar situation last week, pick that ball off. What I've been impressed about in the amateurs or the Americas bracket is the skill guys doing things really well, the little things, tap-toeing on the sideline catches, using the right hand for knockaways at the defensive backs.
Now, because of a stoppage on defense, they only have to get to the 25 to get a new set of downs, as opposed to on a return, if you were starting from here, you'd have to get to the 50. Direct snap to Peterson. Peterson showing that speed, turns it upfield, and Frankie Cap Solomon finally gets the flag out. But a nice run by Drew Peterson of 28 yards.
And let's take a look at this, Bob, because it's really well done. Peterson comes in from motion from the left, and the DB trails him. See that hesitation by that DB right there? It's because they faked the reverse. The DB freezes his feet.
Here's the problem. Quarterback just can't take off and run. And the ball was directly snapped to Peterson, which made him the quarterback. You can't just take off and run. Now, if the ball would have gone to the quarterback and he handed it to Peterson, you can't hand off north and south. It's got to be along the line, parallel. But because whoever the snap goes to directly in this league becomes the quarterback, whether he's the quarterback or not. And in that case, Peterson was the quarterback, which means he can't just take off and run. So you lose the down with the penalty. DeMar DeLear's pass is high over the middle and incomplete, intended for Drew Terry.
So I'm snapping? All right. Come on. Hurry up, guys, hurry up. Who's all running? All we gotta do is get to the 25. It's third.
Wide left. You guys stop, go stop. Make the second at about 15.
Third down, man.
Yo.
What do you gotta get to 25?
Give me one step drag.
Hurry up.
Corner. Dig.
If you're the defense, do you blitz here?
Absolutely, especially since it's Drew Peterson. I want the ball out of his hands as quickly as I can.
It's 3rd and 16. They don't blitz.
Let it go.
Peterson completes it.
Thank you. You fucking stink.
To Sean Rogers.
It's gotta be on them.
There's a flag on the play.
Every time, man. You ain't call that.
Chicken, what is it? Hey.
This was really nice job by Peterson. A little pump fake. They fake a double move as the receiver was Sean Rogers. He sits right at the marker, just enough to get that first down. Good pass by Peterson. I like the fact that they ran a double move stop at Anthony the Playmaker Webb.
It's interesting because last week's opponent, Church's Money, felt that Anthony the Playmaker Webb was actually a weak link, but they never really went after him.
Set. Go, Drew.
Pomo throws it. DeMar DeLear, they don't get the flag. How about this? DeMar DeLear with the rare catch and run. And he even swiveled the hips, Dan.
Very similar to the play that they had the penalty on, Bob. Utilizing Drew Peterson in motion again. Hands it off to Pomo on a reverse. Pomo doing a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands to DeMar DeLear. The big man can move. Big man can move. Well done.
Just go backside drag.
Little hip show.
Just go to the right behind. I'm lateral to you. No, stay to the
Pretty impressive stuff from DeMar DeLear.
No. Way back snap. Set.
Fresh set of downs. DeMar DeLear just throws it away.
Good throw away.
Pass goes incomplete.
Why, Drew?
One of the other subtleties in the American Flag Football League is when if you're the quarterback and you take the snap and then you pitch it, it turns off the go clock. We've seen teams utilize that as part of a strategy.
And Code Red is one of those teams that can do it. They have 2 guys that can throw the ball in DeMar DeLear and Drew Peterson, and you're going to see this throughout this game, not only as a planned thing, but also as a bailout when the clock gets low.
Set.
They miss the flagpole. And a nice catch and run by Darnell Jenkins, who is a star player at the University of Miami. was with a bunch of NFL teams. And Frankie Solomon missed the flagpole. He's usually pretty good with that for the money team.
That's 2 out of the last 3 plays. We've seen the money team, who's kind of known for their ability to pull flags, not do the little things in pulling those flags, realizing how difficult that is to pull that 2-inch flag.
Hold on, hold on. All right, here we go. We're good. Set it.
Okay,
Pomo
Okay,
with the catch and then gets stood up at about the 12-yard line. Matt Red Richardson pulled the flag. Gain of 11.
And Pomo will be a guy that'll be interesting to watch tonight. He was very quiet last week, but they love taking shots with him downfield. A UConn track guy.
Set it. You can run.
Peterson takes the handoff. Strong arms it to the end zone, and heavy collision right there as Anthony Webb collided with Drew Terry.
Bit of a drop down delivery by Peterson. Very much so a bang bang play. Thankfully, no guys got hurt.
Doubleheaders, they're going to blitz. They're going to blitz. So stay back. Stay in the huddle. Stay with me on the line of scrimmage. Skinny post.
Anthony Webb played his college ball at Kansas.
They're going to blitz.
We've seen throughout these first weeks of games how important this red zone area is, how much you have to have a specific plan to score points down here.
3rd and goal. It goes to the back of the end zone. Did he get the feet in? Yes, touchdown. Darnell Jenkins.
Jenkins last week had a couple big balls down the field for touchdowns. Does he get both feet in there at the back of the end zone?
The offense has decided to go for a one-play
Looks like a good catch.
at the 5-yard line.
Little double move on Cat for the touchdown.
So the touchdown stands. They put the ball at the 5-yard line. In the American Flag Football League, an extra point from the 5-yard line is worth 1 point. From the 10, it's worth 2. From the 20, it's worth 3.
And just in that drive alone, we saw Code Red run a double move stop. So they put 2 moves on the corner for completion. And then for the touchdown, it's just a double move conversion.
Peterson gets in for the score. They missed the flag, and Peterson, with that little subtle move, got around Matt Richardson.
We have immediate timeout.
Darnell Jenkins was the star with the Miami Hurricanes. He gets the first score of the night. Code Red in front, 7-0. Code Red with a 7-0 lead as they cap off a 90-yard drive. And Darnell Jenkins with the touchdown catch as we send it down to Kay.
Hey guys, I was down here for pregame talking to the money team, talking to Fresh, talking to the Webb brothers, and it seemed like they admitted they were maybe overconfident last week. Even though they got the win, that they came out, they maybe talked a little bit too much trash and weren't focused. Now, the first drive, sure, they got down to the red zone, but then they stalled. Now, I don't think they're off to a slow start yet, and I'm pretty sure that we know what they can do, so keep your eyes peeled for their second drive.
Yeah, each team was stopped on their first possession, and then Code Red went 90 yards for the score. So handling the throw off will be Jose Arriaga from East Hartford, Connecticut. Really, the art to this is to not throw it in the end zone, have it go high and come down around the 5 or 6 yard line. Taylor from the 6 goes straight upfield and runs over some people.
Keep going, RT.
Well, you're wondering in the first half, why did they switch sides? Well, there's some rules about the American Flag Football League. You just saw the throw off, but if you give up a score, you got to take the walk, just like if you're playing touch football with your buddies.
It's winners walk, losers talk.
Belt show, you show the flag, you twist your hips, then there's the dip, something that the pros have not figured out yet, how to operate.
That's not it. We got to kill that double sequence. When he go, we got to figure that out because we waiting.
12 seconds, Fresh.
When Drew go in motion, we slow playing it.
Play clock at 2. Franklin. Quick release, and Greg Meek tried to go up as opposed to dip. But they take the completion out to the 41-yard line, gain of 11.
He's our reverse dip guy. Instead of going low, he likes to go high, thinking those defenders are going to shoot their hands right around his hip. Tries to gain a couple inches and make guys miss.
You know, talking to the pro guys this morning, teams from Holdat and Godspeed, they really talked about the difficulty of trying to grab the flag and the way these guys that play flag constantly really have an art and knowing how to do it.
And it's a totally different world than the pro guys are accustomed to with tackle.
Meek again, and you see that flag come out quickly, nicely done by Drew Terry.
Hey, y'all just talk about if he got Drew, you got him. Go get him.
And this code red defense is very much so built on the bend, but don't break mentality. They're going to give up some yards in between the red zones, the 20 to the 20. But they certainly buckle down like we saw last week, 0 for 4. The money team already 0 for 1 down in the red zone.
3rd and 4 for the money team out of Dallas. Franklin completes it. There's a flag on the play.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit of offensive pass interference right here.
He ran full speed into me.
Thank you. Let's go.
I'm standing
Illegal
here and
contact.
full speed into me.
Number 4, defense. Spot foul. First down.
So they call it on the defense.
Let's take a look at this, Bob. We're looking up top at our screen. Watch the receiver go up, vertical, and a push off right there. Did a nice job of hiding it a little bit. 50-50 call. I thought there was a little bit of too much of a push by the receiver.
But like any level of football, high school, the pros, the American Flag Football League, the defense always seems to get flagged.
Make them throw it.
So a first down for the money team. Franklin's going to go up top for McDonald, and it drifts out of bounds. Incomplete again. Terrell Wright. His nickname is Wright Island. He's their best cover guy, and he was with McDonald step for step.
And we've seen two different versions of him right now, corners. So down in the red zone in the previous drive, he stayed underneath McDonald. That's what you want to do because of the height advantage. Out in the open field right here, stay on top of him. Don't let him get behind you. Playing corner two different ways, really well done by Wright.
So it's 2nd and 17. Remember, you have to get to the 25-yard increments, the 25-yard boxes on the field. Blitz comes. How about this throw by Taylor? That is unbelievable. Flat-footed with a guy reaching at his flag, and he's able to complete it to Christopher Clariette.
Third, the left 2 remaining. First down and goal.
Okay, is this lateral good? Yep.
And we touted Romance Taylor's just flat-out talent level before the game. He throws that flat-footed, square-shouldered from the 45-yard line down to the 15. Impressive throw.
Franklin, pass incomplete, intended for Frankie Solomon. Boy, he had Greg Meek on the post wide open.
Yeah, Fresh is playing a little fast right now. Even Frankie Solomon runs what we know as a post, corner post, and he's gonna have it if Fresh waits one more second to let that ball go.
He's making all the passes, bro. He's making all the passes. Yeah, bro. Got rush on 3rd and long.
Franklin to the back of the end zone, but does not get the feed in, does Taylor.
And here we go. This is this code red defense, this button down defense in the red zone. Romance able to go up vertical and get that ball. Just not enough real estate in the back of the end zone to get both of those feet down.
Be smart. Be smart. Hey, up on it, Pomo. Up on it, Pomo.
Yeah. 10, Fred. And he come.
Stop, Greg.
3rd and goal from the 16. Blitz comes. Got him. And
Let's go,
Zahn Wilson pulls the flag and gets the sack at the 22-yard line.
Bob, the more we watch the unique aspects of this game, the more I think the most important person you can have on your team is somebody that can blitz, close space, and pull flags.
Let's go.
Wilson, the perfect example of that for the Code Red defense.
Great. Great. Fourth blitz by the defense.
Don't you have to blitz here?
They can't call it from the side. They can't call it from the side. Oh, okay. I'm going to say.
Because you have Wilson, and he's such a weapon and so good at it, I say yeah. I absolutely.
Defense. That's their first timeout at 8:01. They'll have 2 remaining.
Code Red calls the timeout. And even though they have 1 remaining in the half, you get 5 per half. 4th and goal at the 22. I think you got to run the blitz here, right?
Absolutely. Get it out of the quarterback's hands. Be prepared for the ball to come out quickly as a defensive back, knowing you're blitzing, and see if you can flip this, get the ball back, and go on another scoring drive to end your first half. The Code Red has said they think they're one of the smartest teams in this tournament. They told it to us last week. They reaffirmed it this week. If you're going to blitz, you got to have a plan to how you want to cover it.
8th play of the drive coming up for the money team, trailing 7-0. 4th and goal. And the pass knocked away on a jump ball attempt for Will Cole. Darnell Jenkins was back there on the coverage. So Code Red gets yet another stop. And they have a 7-0 lead here in the first half. Code Red has gotten 2 defensive stops, a 7-0 lead, and Dan Orlowski, the team out of Connecticut, New York, and Massachusetts, playing incredible defense.
They're in their last 6 red zone opportunities at defense. They're 6 for 6 pitching shutouts, and with the difference between a throw off, which is the flags version of a kickoff, and a turnover downs, which is Code Red has right now, a great opportunity for them to take a shot since they only need 3 yards for a first down next play.
And that's what they're thinking. There's the shot downfield, and it's intercepted by Frankie Solomon.
It's the right play. It's the right choice as an offense. Take your shot. You didn't have to get to the 50 like you would as a throw-off. You only had to get to the 25. Just poor execution by the offense, but I do love the aggressive thought process. Frankie Solomon doing a nice job splitting both receivers, playing as a high safety.
And Peterson didn't get the ball up over the top enough, did he?
Yeah, absolutely. It was either, we saw the kind of some versions of it last night with those hole shots about 20 yards. It's either that drilled ball or just a big launch down the field.
Because any touchdown over 50 yards is worth 7 points, not 6.
That's how I got there.
Franklin, there's the lateral to Meek. Reception by McDonald, then the lateral to Greg Meek, but the defensive Code Red wasn't fooled.
And again, here's another example. So the money team's got 2nd down and 3 to the 50-yard line to gain their first down. But here's a huge opportunity to get a 7-point touchdown with a big ball down the field. Another opportunity to take a shot for one of these offenses.
Yeah. 13.
Free play! Fresh free play!
There's a flag on the play. I think the defense was lined up offside.
Way to keep it, Chris. Way to keep it.
Derek Jackson, excuse me, Christopher Clariette with the catch.
Way to keep it, Chris.
He's talking to you. He was asking me back up. What'd you have?
Both sides. Defense, number 5. The penalty is declined. First down.
Is it a free play? Come here. Ooh, I got it. Is it a free play? Let's go, man. Let's go.
The defender lined up in the slot was clearly about a half yard over the line.
That was their 5th and final of the half.
Supposed to be going in 21-7.
Jarvis, you be my bed, bro.
And with that encroachment, it also counts as a blitz. Now the Code Red defense using up their 5 first half allotted blitzes.
Franklin goes up top for Meek. Good coverage, incomplete. Terrell Wright there on the coverage again.
Don't fight naked, baby. Me. Fresh, butt naked, baby. Frankie.
Fred was wide open.
Frankie.
No, we do. Oh my
You
God.
got to read the fucking safety. I keep telling him. Read. All you got to do is single high. All you got to do is when you get him out the middle of the field, ain't nobody there.
Y'all retarded on defense, man.
Second down.
Pretty, bro.
You can sense a little bit of frustration right now with this money team. The expectation level's so high for them.
Franklin completes it to Taylor, and the flag gets pulled right away by Christopher Linares. Franklin has hit 4 of his last 9 now. Sacked once.
If you're the Code Red defense, you still have to be confident in what you're doing. You're making the money team earn everything they're doing on offense. You trust your red zone defense to buckle down.
3rd and 3. Franklin to Taylor. To Solomon, who tried the dip, but the flag gets pulled by Wilson. But it is a first down for the money team.
What you mean no, man? Frankie. What you mean no, nigga?
The money team also gets the ball to start the second half. So this is a big sequence here with a running clock and under 3 minutes to go in the half.
Beautiful lateral by Romance Taylor there, and the dip.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
By Solomon. We saw it last night, Bob, with Fighting Cancer. That 14-point swing real quick when the big score right before the half. Got the ball to start the second half. Quick strike. That was a big 14-point swing. Swung a ton of momentum in that ball game.
1st and goal at the 11.
Bye, Will.
Franklin.
Thank you, my nigga.
And spinning in for the score is Will Cole.
Thank you, man.
Money team, baby. Hey, we ain't doing that. Hey.
Shit, easy, bro.
Will Cole played at Oklahoma State.
Touchdown on the play. The offense has elected to go
And
for
a
a one-point
speedster.
try from the 5-yard line.
So we're going to put our eyes on Fresh Franklin right here and how he's going to distribute that ball wide, an easy throw out to Cole. See him pitch the ball right there. Then that puts the defender in an option. Am I able to come up? A little bit of a show the flag there, twist by Cole. Touchdown for the money team.
They go for 1 here from the 5, and they convert it to Christopher Clariette. So this game is all tied at 7 with 1:40 to go.
I like the fact that Fresh got the ball out of his hands quickly. And then you're going to see at the left of your screen, the cornerback has to slough off just a little bit. I don't know if it's a lateral, if it's a forward pass. And he doesn't have enough time to come up and get a flagpole. And watch Cole here. A little bit of show flag, show the belt, twist the flag. There's nothing to grab there for the defender.
The 2018 NFL season is just around the corner, and it all starts with training camp. NFL Network brings you exclusive access to all 32 teams. Training camp primetime. It starts July 26th, live on NFL Network.
And one of the big differences between what we know as traditional tackle and flag is if that was a tackle play, Terrell Wright's going to come up, make contact, and get Cole on the ground in a tackle. But that's the unique thing about the flag league. You've got to be able to pull flags. There's got to be a flag there for you to pull.
Lamont Taylor with the throw off. Good height on this one. Pomo from the 5.
Go, man! Go!
Makes the first flag grab miss, and he gets it out near about the 25, which is not bad.
Hey, Red, you see Kobe?
Get on the ball. Get on the ball. Hey, come on, honey. Angel, get off.
Let's send it down to Kay.
Hey guys, here with Code Red, talking to them before on the sideline. Now on Twitter at #AFFL, Mike DeMartelier has been described as a hothead, aggressive, has a temper. I asked his teammates about his personality earlier. They said he's fiery, he's passionate. They are used to that and him bringing that to the field. Now, I even talked to his girlfriend Lauren up in the stands, and I said, do you have a sensitive side? Does he? And she said that he likes to kick it on the couch. They watch Big Brother, Dan, Bob. See, he has a softer side.
Hey, he's just a little gruff on the field, but it works because they're used to it. These guys all know each other.
Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate his competitiveness. Me, I'm more of a bachelorette guy with my wife over Big Brother, but to each their own.
He's coming. Hey, go clear Sill over
And you
there.
watch
Clear Sill,
Billions
clear
solo.
Sill. You know what you got? Yeah. All right, here you go. Set it.
They bring a blitz.
Drew.
Throw back to
throw it.
Peterson. And they got the flag from Peterson. Alfred McDonald with good pressure and Will Cole. A double rush.
Right now, we good. Hey, it's going to be quick, y'all.
And the thing about the flag, look how quickly this rush gets on. Not only DeMartelier, but Peterson happens so fast that space gets closed so quickly.
It's a loss of 13. And again, the clock just continues to run. The money team gets the late score. They'll get the ball to start the second half in a 7-7 game. So that's how the first half ends, with a sack by the money team. Code Red got off to a good start. They got a couple stops and had an opportunity to widen their 7-0 lead, but an interception by Frankie Solomon sets up a scoring drive. Tied up at 7 at the half. It's the American Flag Football League on NFL Network. Last night we saw the pros take center stage. Jeremy Ross had a couple long touchdown catches. Michael Vick and the Roadrunners coming up short to Chad Ochocinco, 25-13 as they advance to next week's pro finals in Indianapolis. Then Fighting Cancer with 28 unanswered points defeated Primetime 35-14. Fighting Cancer out of New Orleans, 7-on-7 specialists, have lost one game in the last 5 years. They await the winner of the money team and Code Red playing tonight. So Fighting Cancer has moved on. Code Red, the money team, tied up at 7 apiece. The money team, one of the heavily favored teams in America's bracket. And then on the pro side, Ocho's team, Ochocinco, advancing tonight. You'll see Holdat. It's got Nate Robinson, Carlos Boozer, a couple of former NBA stars. Godspeed's got Jacoby Jones and some Olympic sprint champions. But flag is a unique and different sport unto itself, so the NFL experience can be negated by the subtlety of the rules. The American Flag Football League halftime show presented by LG. Let's take a look at the Bud Light player comparison, Dan Orlovsky, and take a look at the quarterback so far in the first half.
I think the big thing is with Mike DeMartelier and the Code Red offense, they've only had 13 plays, so they haven't had a chance to really find any kind of rhythm. They took the shot with the interception. What I've been impressed with Dior Franklin is a little bit of a rough start. He started 4 for 12, but he got hot, remained patient near the end of the first half, distributed the ball well. They got into a much better rhythm offensively.
Let's remember what's at stake here. The winning team moves on to Indianapolis and the America's Bracket Championship. The Pros Bracket Championship next week in Indy. Then they move on to Houston, the winners. $1 million to the winning team. Could it be the pros or the amateurs? We're trying to find out here in Atlanta. At the half, Code Red and the money team tied up at 7 apiece. The money team knows how to have a little fun, and they certainly carry themselves with some money swagger.
The money team, the name speaks for itself. Money. Let's do it.
I feel like we the 80s Pistons, man. Like the bad boys, for real. Cocky, arrogant.
He can't cover me.
I don't think nobody like us.
You should Google me. You don't Google me enough.
You want to see some swagger in flag football, you come see the money team. We talk a lot of trash.
Ain't none of y'all going to the next round. We're already better than you talent-wise. If we get in your head, too, it's over.
If you want us to shut up defensively, score on us. If you want us to shut up offensively, stop us.
It's definitely our Super Bowl because it's our platform to show everybody what flag football really is.
And Mike Vick, we coming for you.
We want to prove that we're the best flag football players in the world.
Texas money team on 3. 1, 2, 3, Texas money team.
Show me the money. They want to see that $1 million. Can they get past Code Red and get to the America's Bracket final against Fighting Cancer
the normal guy that
next
had our
week?
Ball. Where he at?
The money team will receive the ball to start the second half. Jose Arriaga on the throw off.
I know.
Webb stopped at about the 20-yard line.
Ref.
So this is a big sequence here for Code Red defensively.
Yeah, absolutely, because you don't want to give the money team that feel good, that emotion, that ego really starts to show. Let's pay attention to Fresh Franklin, their quarterback. 9 completions to 6 different receivers. Ended that last drive 3 for 3 for 40 yards. I want to see if he can continue that efficiency.
What's up? That's
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Franklin's pass nearly intercepted by Pomo and caught by Meek. So Franklin dodged a bullet there as Pomo nearly had the interception. Gain of 10.
He throws it like he doesn't even see Pomo's there. Pomo's actually following where Mons Taylor does a nice job of just reading Franklin, puts his foot in the ground, just short of getting that interception. Ball goes up in the air. Merck, right place, right time.
15 seconds.
Damn, you drink that shit? Looking like that, I can't believe you drink that.
Let's go, y'all. Come on.
That's because they also
7, 6, 5.
2nd and 19. Franklin works the middle of the field. Pomo pulls the flag.
Makes you good.
Well, Fred Jackson's squad, part of Team Ocho, victorious last night. Fred had a couple of catches in the game for touchdowns, getting some scouting in. Godspeed versus Holdat. Who do you all think winning tonight? Checking it out here from Fifth Third Bank Stadium, just outside of Atlanta.
15 seconds.
That game coming up next is the pros semifinal, follows the America's bracket semifinal.
Fred, a vet of the NFL, and very much so a vet moving flags, doing some scouting.
Franklin does not get the first down, so it'll be 4th and 3 for the money team. I gotta think that Code Red will blitz here.
And D-block. Dazon Wilson again, he's shown last weekend, tonight, what a weapon he is. Such a huge possession to start this second half. And Franklin really hasn't shown to handle pressure very well.
Give me some.
That's what I'm saying right now.
5, 4, 3.
They do blitz Franklin. Gets the pass off, nearly intercepted, but it doesn't matter because it was 4th down. Linares nearly had the interception, but the blitz forces the turnover on downs.
First down to the 25-yard line.
Well done by the Code Red defense. We're gonna see it on a replay here. Fresh Franklin's forced to move just to his left a little bit because of that pressure. And you wanna see that receiver. Sees Johnson stops right there and waits on the ball. You want Johnson to continue working back towards the quarterback, not give Linares that angle to undercut that throw.
So Christopher Linares, who played college ball at Central Connecticut State, with the stop on 4th down. DeMar DeLear, pass incomplete, intended for Peterson. Will Cole with nice coverage.
Hold on. Jab back, Pomo. Angel. Hop out, Pomo. Pomo, hop out. Hey, come here. Relax. I can let it go. Yeah.
Everybody go 4 verticals. Drew Terry just run 5-yard cross. Fly, Drew Terry.
Right there, Angel. Right there, Drew. Move in, Nuke, move in.
Try though.
Set.
Drew. Let's go, Drew. Let's go,
Just
Drew.
as they dialed it up and you heard it in the huddle, run everybody deep and then throw it underneath to Drew Terry. As we set it down to K.
Huddle up.
Drew Peterson doesn't like talking about himself. We all know that. But guess what, guys? His grandparents do. I got to catch up with Rich and Belle, who made a 6-hour drive to see their 6th grandchild on the field today. They told me he's always been quiet, but he's always been competitive as well. They had a gate in their backyard where all their grandkids would get into the yard. He would close the gate and climb the fence every time, guys.
Drew, one of the key members of this Code Red squad, but DeMar Lear got pressure from McDonald and will now have a 4th and 5. Drew Peterson, the police officer from Philadelphia, worked a shift until 3 a.m. last night. Got a little nap, flew in today.
My kind of guy, doing things the hard way. Not making it easy on himself. I love it.
Drew Peterson, line up right next to him.
Okay, so if you're the Code Red offense, 4th down and 5, you know the money team is going to blitz you right now.
You heard DeMar Lear say, Drew Peterson, I'm going to hand it off to you.
Smart. Here comes a double blitz.
They don't. Instead, they go up top instead, and completing it for the touchdown is Drew Terry. 30 yards on a 4th and 5.
Defense blitzed on the play. That was their 2nd. The offense scored a touchdown. They'll go for a 1-point
Let's put our eyes on Brandell Webb
line.
right there. 3 picks squatting on routes last week. Terry doing a nice job of a double move, going vertical, taking his aggressive nature, using it to their advantage. Just that little stutter step right there, that double move. Beautiful throw by DeMar Lear. We said they're a very smart team, understanding Brandell Webb's strength and using it as a weakness.
And how about the throw of Mike DeMar Lear, just dropping that pill right in there.
Yes, this is big, Duke.
And Code Red
We have a timeout.
had to call a timeout.
Offense. 30-second timeout.
Listen, stop talking.
We need another one. Defense, we need another one. Let's get a stop right here. Let's get a stop right here.
Chicken, I'm going to start arguing with you.
Let's get a stop right here.
You're joking. Kind of. I'm joking. I'm saying I kind of.
DeMar Lear with the perfect throw.
Hey, listen. You got me in the front, you back in the end zone. You can run. And then if you want, you can come in this way, right? Yes, you're coming behind him. Yes, I know. All right. What do you want? No, what do you want? No.
I'll pitch it.
Back left.
Yeah, we talked about DeMar Lear and sometimes his abrasive attitude. You heard him just say right there, I'm going to fake argue with you.
Yeah.
Hey, they're 5 across. They're 5 across.
I thought they were smart, but obviously they conniving as well.
Get in here. Get in here.
Hold on.
Get set. Get set. What the? Go ahead. Go ahead. What are we doing? What are we doing? You got Angel.
Intercepted by Webb in the end zone. That was all set up. That was all a play.
We've seen that before, right? In the Super Bowl, something very similar. This team, we talked New York, Connecticut, a little Philly tie. That's the Philly special with Nick Foles right there, trying to get the defense to put their eyes where they're not supposed to be. You see DeMar Lear kind of playing dumb what's going on, trying to get a cheap conversion. Good job by the money team staying home.
And Mikey D, he almost self-scouted. He knew that being on TV for the first time last week on national television, NFL Network, he was abrasive. So he said, you know what, let's throw that in the playbook.
I love
like
the thought
creativity.
process. Yeah, I love the thought process. The money team doing a little bit better defensively than New England Patriots did in the Super Bowl.
Y'all stupid.
Arriaga with the throw off. Taylor. And it looked like a forward lateral. The flag finally gets pulled. Well, it's interesting that the money team guys are complaining that that's 6, but that would have been, if he throws it, it would have been another lateral.
Absolutely.
If Taylor's lateral is considered good here, and
to go about the 23.
That's pretty darn close to being forward. But he can't lateral it, so I'm not sure why his teammates were complaining that he should have lateraled it.
13-6.
But on a special teams play, you're allowed 2 laterals.
That's true.
So there's that one of those unique little wrinkles. It's not a traditional play.
Do they take a shot? No, they don't. They just get it across midfield. Terrell Wright.
Let's go.
So for everybody at home, if this is just a regular offensive play, you get one lateral. But special teams plays, which are kickoff, punt returns, throw off returns, you're allowed 2 laterals.
Let's go. Meeks right here. Come on, y'all.
So the ball crossed midfield, so it's basically 1st and 24 for the money team.
Go on, Chris.
Franklin with a nice pass right up the middle. We're going to get a flag on the as well. And did they get Christopher Clariette for flag guarding?
Just take it, bro. I seen it, Chris. Just get the yards. You swiped his hand, bro. Hey, it's gonna be just get the yards. Come on, baby. You gotta get the yards, though. Hey, it's gonna be second. And listen, chill, man. Yeah, we're good. It's gonna be second down, and that's big, baby. It's gonna be second down now. Let's go. Oh, it's wave.
Thank you. Nobody's flag guard.
Come on. Hit the ball.
There is no flag on the play. The flag was pulled prior to the flag guarding.
Chris, you good?
First down, 25-yard line.
Backside drivers. Come on, y'all.
Should be second down. Because the ball was at the 49-yard line.
Correction, second down.
Franklin is looking up top. Now an official timeout.
The clock running, come on.
The offense failed to wait for the ready whistle. Second down to the 25.
Hey, Fresh.
Yeah. Hey, if you look at Fresh, listen, at Fred on that again.
Look my way, but go this way.
The safety's
Look my
coming.
way.
Fresh, call your play.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, come here.
Look my way. Hold on. Decoy Fred.
Yeah, the safety's fucking shut up.
Decoy Fred. Decoy Fred.
I'm going to backside post.
Decoy Fred. Look at me.
Yeah. I love this huddle access. There's a lot of strong voices right now in that money team huddle.
Fresh!
2nd and 2. They do go to the middle.
Get up!
And Taylor with the catch.
What I tell you, dog? Don't fucking listen to them, man!
Gain of 25.
Shit!
Romance Taylor wanted that. He wanted Fresh to drift his right, get Drew Peterson at the middle of the field. You can see Fresh drift to his right. Drew Peterson is the safety in the middle of the field. He follows Fresh. Nice job driving that ball in that backside post to Romance Taylor.
Oh, listen. No, listen. This is what I'm telling you. No, we good. But listen, they are.
Yeah. Hey, GL.
1st and goal at the 2. Franklin with the touchdown pass to Jarvis Johnson.
I'm gonna kill him out there. He's nervous.
Nah, we good. Hey, they already
He's nervous, dog.
But they ran across it. I couldn't help him.
No. I'm talking about like if he forces an inside and
Just a little bit of a 2-man mesh route for the money team offense. Those defenders got their wires crossed. Allows Johnson to free up for a big money team touchdown.
So they'll go for the 1-point conversion from the 5. They blitz Franklin. Back of the end zone, and he gets the conversion to Jarvis Johnson.
Let's go. We have immediate timeout.
So the money team drives it downfield. And despite some of the bickering internally, Franklin to Johnson for the touchdown. And that same combo gets the conversion. The money team up 13.
It's a close one in Atlanta. Money team up 14-13, and here I am standing next to Michael Vick. Great to see you here, because I'd love to clarify a pretty bold statement you made on this very field last night. You said, "I will never throw a football again." Did you wake up with a different attitude?
Yeah, totally different attitude. Look, at the end of the day, I'm the ultimate competitor. Last night, I was a little salty.
And you're here and you showed up with your brother. We can pan over and see Chad Ochocinco in the house. No McDonald's, had a hot dog. That is my report here. But let's look at the field. What are you seeing? What kind of talent?
Well, I see a lot of competition going on. You got the money team, just took control of the game. But we'll see how these guys react. They got an opportunity to return this kickoff. They look like they're in good formation. Kickoff, let's see.
And we are moments away from seeing the pros take the field. You got Nate Robinson on one side, some NBA ballers. And then, of course, you have the speedsters, Michael Johnson's burners. Who has the edge?
I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see. But I know Matt Barnes being out there is a really, really huge target. So we'll see what happens. But I'm interested to see what Nate Rob going to do.
A lot of fans came out here to support you, to even get a glimpse of you today. What do you want to say to them here in Atlanta?
Atlanta, I love you, always and forever. It's great to be back.
And the crowd goes wild, guys.
So Michael Vick, who said he wasn't going to play competitive football anymore, we might see him next year again.
Losing makes you say some funny things.
Double hitches, taking inside of this one, go to the post, to the left. Double hitches on the right. You're in trips right, twins left. Pitch.
We good. Let's go, offense. They can't stop us.
Luke, just get off field.
Little blitz from the money team, and the pass completed to Darnell Jenkins.
Defense blitz down the play. That was their third of the half. They'll have 2 remaining. Third down.
LT.
Can't run. Going to hand it all to you.
Good job by DeMartelier getting the ball out of his hands. Still about 24 yards to go for this Code Red offense to get that first down at the 50-yard line post throw off.
Pomo's got DeMartelier. And DeMartelier out about the 42-yard line. And look at DeMartelier. Missed at Pomo.
The maddest 18-yard gain you'll ever see.
That was their fourth.
Did he just say I'm the hardest guy to underthrow?
Good job of them again utilizing Peterson as kind of a decoy. Pomo with a little bit of an underthrow. That ball's out in front of DeMartelier. It's probably a first down. At least this gives them a significantly greater chance of conversion.
I'm going to center. Hold on, let me call timeout. No. This is the game. This is the game. This is the game. This is the game. Yes, it is. Here we go. Timeout.
Mike DeMartelier is 2 receptions for 45 yards.
Here you go.
22.5 average, not bad.
Chicken. Run a 6-yard out. Drew Turd, go to the slot. Take an inside release, get up to 10, run a 10-yard out.
Do you like this call here, Bob, to go for it?
Twins right, trips right.
Yes.
Second time out of the half. They'll have 1 remaining.
4th and 9, you got to think
To midfield.
the money team is going to blitz you.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take a shot here. It's 4th and 9. If it's 4th and 27,
they're sending 2.
maybe not.
So we see the money team defense. 2 guys are going to come.
No, Nuke. You're in a slot.
Now the money team
He's never going to make that. He's rolling.
calls a timeout.
He's never going to make that throw.
Mike.
Timeout.
Blitz here, so
Defense.
I'm going to line up about.
That's their first of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Frankie and family. You and Brandale go. But they gonna try to body Brandale up on the 6'3" nigga. Who? The nigga with the headband on. I'm not talking about the body. They put Mike in center, the slow dude. I was trying to put out 2.
Hey, there's 3 people over here. Too many people talking. Okay, so it's 3 people over here.
Okay.
All right. Lock up.
Yeah, y'all rushing 2.
So this money team defense is going to blitz 2 guys, meaning every single defender is just going to be man-to-man. You got to get a 9-yard stop here if you're the money team defense.
They both might be.
Drew Peterson at the quarterback. Comes the 2-man blitz, throws it up, and the pass is nearly intercepted and then caught by Drew Terry, and it falls incomplete.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, they blitzed on the previous play. That's their 4th blitz. We'll have 1 remaining.
So the double blitz comes. We're going to put our eyes on this DB right here. And as this play develops, and Peterson's got to roll to his right, watch him undercut the route. You'll see it on the back end, the undercut right there. He gets in between the receiver, Drew Terry, the quarterback, Drew Peterson. That's premier defensive back play.
Well, that's Matt Richardson, who played college ball at Arkansas, spent some time with the Redskins and the Texans.
And it shows. It shows you. That's how we see defensive backs on Sundays play.
Understanding that we're in a blitz, the receiver's got to cut the route off and play in the percentages. Now the money team up 1 with the ball.
Why you make me run?
Did Franklin get the flag off? Yeah. It completes it to Meek, who then pitches it.
Let's go!
I thought that that Wilson got the flag out.
I missed my fucking pick, dog. He threw that bitch right to me, too.
Or was it 4 seconds?
That nigga grabbed my arm. That's cool. If he hand that bitch off, you go. You can go.
Come here.
Just a lateral.
That looks forward. There's a few things you could have reviewed there. First of all, it looked like Wilson might have gotten the flag.
The previous play is under review.
Under review for what, ref?
Take a look right here. Meek, the flag's not out, and looks forward. Maybe by about a half yard. I guess the other thing you could have looked at, did Wilson pull the flag of Franklin before he threw the initial pass to Meek?
That's a great point, Bob, because it looked like very bang to the eye at actual speed.
There was a forward lateral. The ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. First down and goal.
So let's see if Dazon Wilson gets the flag out before the ball comes out. Nope.
Hey, we good? Let's go.
So the pass was good to Meek. Darren Olowski, it's a game of inches.
No matter what level at.
Be a beast.
Dog promo. Slant, slant go.
First and goal for the money team, up 1. Franklin going for Taylor. And the pass incomplete. Pretty good coverage by Christopher Linares.
Linares has had 2 really good weeks playing at the cornerback position, not backing down from the big talent, Romance Taylor. A little bit of a double move slant known as a sluggo. Both guys going up competitively at the football. And if this Code Red team is relied on their red zone defense, if they ever needed a stop, they need one right now.
Red, back here, bro.
They run a blitz.
Penalty.
You gotta get set, man. Come on.
What's going on? What happened?
They weren't set. That's going to be a penalty and a loss of down.
Offense number 8. The down will count. Third down.
And Code Red used a blitz that now they get back because of the procedure penalty.
And it's such a small little thing to people at home. They're so used to penalties and 5-yard penalties, and you have a chance to get it back. In flag, it's not a yardage thing. It's a loss of down, and it's monumental.
Do you use your blitz here with Wilson?
Might save it for 4th down.
Nope, he's coming. Franklin to the middle of the field. Oh, and it's batted away beautifully by Linares. Wow.
We had Revis Island in New York. We might have Linares Island out of New York. He did a really nice job of.
Defense blitz down the play.
He's overlapping, coming from a deep third corner, falling inside, and there in just enough time to get that ball batted away.
So based on field position and everything else, do you use your 4th and final blitz of the game right now?
Back up.
I don't think so.
Back up.
I trust Wilson after 2 seconds to still be able to close space.
Excuse me, they have 2 blitzes remaining to this Code Red.
Hey, Drew, middle.
I think you use it here. They don't.
Now go.
Let's go get it, RT.
To the end zone, a jump ball, and knocked away incomplete. Intended for Taylor, and again Linares there, and a huge stop by Code Red.
We have a immediate timeout.
Not on me, man. Not on me. Take that elsewhere. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Romance Taylor likes to talk a lot. Well, Christopher Linares of the team from Connecticut, New York, issuing his own Code Red. American Flag Football League on NFL Network, presented by LG. The money team up 14-13, but Code Red has the football. They get a big stop on 4th and goal, and now they have a chance to drive the football. Christopher Linares has really stood up in the secondary. DeMartelier with the deep throw and off the hands of Sean Rogers. Anthony Webb on the coverage. It was a pretty good throw, too.
Beautiful throw. You're not going to throw it better than DeMartelier did right there. And the sure-handed Sean Rogers usually comes down with those.
Sean Rogers, Morehouse College, was a first-team all-conference player, has his MBA from Duke Business School.
Did he follow you?
Yeah, Fred followed me.
Oh, Fred did? Okay.
All right. Sit. Right behind.
Pass intended for Jenkins, and a late flag comes in on Cap Solomon.
His flag ain't on his shoulder. Bail them out, man.
They call holding.
Pass interference, number 7, defense. Automatic first down.
Chicken,
We get an
listen,
extra
listen,
play,
listen.
right?
Jerry, just
We get an extra play, right?
Hey, we got a first down, right? First down.
We get an extra.
So just like in the NFL, that's going to be a spot foul. Automatic first down for the Code Red offense.
Run a slant. Go to the left.
And we're seeing Code Red come out in this bunch set to the right of Mike DeMartelier. They're trying to utilize some releases for this man coverage of the money team.
Pomo with the catch, and the flag gets pulled quickly by Christopher Clariette.
So when an offense gets into a bunch set like that, it doesn't allow all 3 DBs. Put 3 guys in a bunch. Doesn't allow all 3 DBs to get up in a man-to-man and put their hands on you because of all those releases.
You guys run post to the left. Then I run away. Drag across. No,
Yeah, all right. Hurry up, guys. Hurry up, guys.
12.
2nd and 10 for Code Red, trailing by 1.
He's holding. He's holding.
Pomo wants a flag. No call.
Call that, man. How you gonna pull my flag off?
This money team secondary playing a little bit like the Seattle Seahawks. Putting their hands all over guys. We see a little bit of tug of the shorts there. Of the pants of Pomo. Make the referee throw the flag.
Hoodie, run to the right. You might have him for a pitch. You might have Hoodie for a pitch. You have to catch slant. Double slant, double slant.
Good. 7 yards.
Got 2 downs to pick up 10 yards.
Sorry, my bad. Hey, Albright, it's to you, Albright, it's to you. Sit. Hoodie.
They run the pitch, but the money team not fooled at all.
That way. He's going to throw it to you. Yes.
That's a really, really nice defensive play by the Cookie Monster, Brandell Webb. Not only driving on the slant, but also being there for that little lateral and a flagpole. We'll see it right there. Look at him. He's in position. Perfect position to get that flagpole done. Not 1 flag, but 2.
So down by 1, Code Red with a 4th and 7. They've got to get to midfield for the first down. DeMartelier. Peterson in the clear, and the flag finally gets pulled at the 19-yard line.
Not bad for a cop, Bob. Not bad for a cop. I don't even know if DeMartelier is throwing this ball. He's not. Look at his eyes. He's throwing that ball to the receiver that's actually going to be behind Drew Peterson and Sean Rogers. But just like last week at the interception, good players find the ball.
Actually, good thing it didn't go to the intended receiver because Webb would have knocked it away.
Trips left, hitch corner.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Drew Pomo.
So on a 4th down and 7, they get 38 yards down by 1.
Drew, Pomo, drop back, Pomo. Sit.
Oh.
Pomo.
Pomo is going to run it. And get something positive out of it. Clariette gets the flag out.
And give credit to the money team defense. When that ball gets lateral to Pomo right there, that go clock no longer matters. It's not a 4-second cover situation. You've got to cover 6, 7, 8 seconds down the field.
I'm going to roll left. Hitch. Corner, chicken, corner left. Post. No, go back, drop back. Drop, pass that, hurry up, guys, hurry up. No, right, Angel. Hurry up.
Second and goal, they've got to get the play off. Play clock's at 3.
Set. Get behind me. Drew.
Peterson did not get the throw off, and the flag gets pulled. Will Cole
You got the pull first? What down is it, third?
with the sack, and now it would be 3rd and goal for Code Red.
Cole doing a really nice job. Again, it's so important when you're in this blitz situation, getting that flag right before Drew Peterson gets it off. But when you're in that blitz situation, closing space to get close enough to pull those flags.
Chicken, line up on the right. Just run a fade. Trips left. All you run hits is nuke. Line up on the right side. Run a post all the way across the field.
17-16. Mike, we need half.
All right. Set.
Martelier's going to just throw it up, and it's intercepted by Anthony Webb. Solomon on the lateral. Pomo pulled the flag, so Anthony Playmaker Webb with the interception in the end zone.
No, it's back there.
And the American Flag Football League's version of prime time comes up with the prime time play.
Hey!
DeMartelier just taking a shot to Rogers in the corner on a fade route.
Replay.
The playmaker's there. And in playmaker fashion, trying to turn it into a 7-point touchdown.
Oh, no, they got to give us that. Calm down. All right, wait.
What a play by the money team defense.
There go cookie kids. There go cookie kids.
Hey, mama. One time for the hills, baby. We do this.
The Webb brothers, 5 interceptions combined in the last 2 weeks.
Caught in the web. Playmaker Webb. Cookie Monster.
They went at Anthony Webb, and he won the battle on a 3rd and goal with Code Red having a chance to take the lead. Remember, once you get to 2 minutes in the game, 2-minute rules come in where players can get out of bounds, stop the clock, as opposed to the running clock. So Code Red is not done yet.
Still with 1 blitz available, or 2 blitzes available, 1 timeout. You got to utilize all 3 of those.
So they review the lateral, and it was a forward lateral by Webb. Take a look at it right here. Pitches it forward by about a yard or so. So they've got the ball back at the 5. Because it was a turnover, they only have to get to the 25 for a first down. Anthony Webb played his college ball at Kansas, played in the AFL with the Texas Revolution in arena football.
Look at that. The Webb brothers, we talked about them in pregame.
Post-interception. This occurred at the 5-yard line. First down, money team.
We talked about them in the pregame and how important they were to their team. 5 picks in 2 games. So here's our situation. The money team's got the ball at the 5-yard line. Code Red still with 2 blitzes by a guy, Dazon Wilson, who's proven to be great at it. Down 1. Safety could be in play here.
Doesn't blitz here on 1st and 20. Franklin gets it away and completes it. Estrada pulls the flag on Jarvis Johnson. Code Red uses a timeout to stop the clock with 2:26 to go.
I think Code Red missed an opportunity there to blitz. First down, put a little pressure on Franklin, see if he backtracks into the end zone.
They have a timeout, defense. That's their 3rd and final timeout of regulation.
Yeah, extra point.
We gotta play some defense today.
Second and 25.
Watch a hard count. Watch a hard count. Watch a hard.
Block, stay quarterback after the pitch.
Be a dog.
Okay, I ain't hiking until he say so.
2nd and 13. They don't blitz Franklin, and his pass incomplete. Remember, it's a running clock until you get to 2 minutes. So they'll take it all the way down to the 2-minute warning. It'll set up a 3rd and 13.
And this is where a guy like Dazon Wilson is going to come into play for this Code Red defense. If I'm their defense, I'm saying, okay, blitz. And if I'm a DB, I'm squatting on stuff thinking that ball is going to get out of Fresh Franklin's hands quick.
Back shoulders, he's going in front of, he's running the first down and stop it, Tyrell.
Adam, if we throw it out for the punt, we can throw it out of bounds. There's no penalty.
And you got 2 blitzes left, Code Red. These are the 2 downs you got to use them right now.
No doubt.
3rd and 13. Wilson comes. Franklin gets away from him. And you're going to get a penalty against Code Red as Derek Jackson runs with the ball. But Wilson not only didn't get the flag pulled, once he pulled the jersey, that's a penalty.
How's the flag go? Got hold it. Got hold.
The joke, they call him, Fresh Franklin, the jack of all trades, not just a thrower.
Defense. The penalty will be declined.
Elusive enough.
They'll take the result of the play.
To force the penalty on Wilson.
You cannot pull on the jersey or the belt or anything to slow down your opponent to then pull the flag. And Wilson was there and he missed the flag.
And that's going to be that single moment could be the play of the game. And it comes down to Fresh Franklin doing whatever it takes for his team to win.
Let's go.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Everybody get in the stands. Get in your stands.
2.
They get the playoff with 1 second.
Showtime! Showtime, Baba!
Taylor has the flag pulled by Wilson. Gain of 16.
And a beautiful use of the belt show by Romance Taylor, just getting skinny on Drew Terry trying to pull his flag.
Well, coming into the Americas bracket, as Justin Forsett getting ready to take center stage with the pros. Can't wear the mask during the game. Carlos Boozer, former NBA star, national champion at Duke. We got some hoop players. Hold that and Godspeed coming up next in the pro division. Taj Boyd, former quarterback at Clemson. They'll get their hand at the flag game. Well, we talked about it, and the prevailing feeling was the 2 best teams were the money team in America's bracket and Fighting Cancer, and they're going to play in Indianapolis for the America's Bracket Championship next week.
That's going to be an electric game full of talent, personality, execution. Be a lot of fun to watch.
So the money team with a 1-point victory over Code Red. 14-13 the final. Why was it 14-13? because of an extra point, which leads us to the play of the game presented by LG. Did they overthink it a little?
Run. I know. You're getting the snap. Check it. I want to start arguing with you. I'm like, check out your toe. I'm joking. Kind of. I'm joking. Don't say it. Kind of. So then when I come back to the ball, no, you stop at the Drew. Okay. Get in here. Get in here. Get set. Get set. What the? Go ahead. Go ahead. What are we doing? What are we doing? You got Angel.
And that extra point that they drew it up in the dirt, Pomo throws it to the inside. If he throws it to the outside, they might get it, but DeMar DeLear tried to draw something up, and it didn't work. And that extra point, the difference is the money team is a winner down to K.
Here with Anthony Webb. They don't call you the playmaker for nothing. What happened on that interception?
And they tried to try me, man. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. And don't get no bigger than the Final Four. On to Indy right now, though.
On to Indy, and we'll get there, but this sort of looks a little familiar to me, that the bandana, the diamond studs. Deion, maybe?
Yeah, they call me Young Prime, man, but I like to go as playmaker.
What does it mean to you that Deion Sanders watches this flag football tournament and that he even tweets?
It means everything to me, man. Hey, I love you, boy. Hey, call me, man. I'm in Dallas. Hit me up. Tell Lil Thomas. Lil Thomas know.
It is on to Indy, as you said, taking on Fighting Cancer. What do you make of that matchup?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the best game so far. The best game up to date. The two best teams are at the end, and we fight for 50,000. We got $1 million on our mind.
Webb, I'm not going to take any more of your time. You got a huge crowd of fans there. Why don't you go celebrate with them and your teammates?
Okay. Appreciate that, Dallas, man.
It does set up for a heck of a matchup. Code Red gave the money team all they could handle, but in the end, the money cashed all the right checks, led by quarterback Fresh Franklin, throwing a couple of touchdown passes, and they get the big stop late. Anthony Webb with the interception. The pros coming up next.